Ebullient greetings. I'm your host, Jacquie Bird of Jacquie Bird Spiritual Wellness, your guide to stress and anxiety relief, mindfulness, awareness, self-care, self-love, and personal growth. Welcome and thank you for joining me as we roll with peace in mind. Hey, beautiful people, how you be? I know you're probably scrambling and running around for the holidays, the upcoming holidays. And the main thing to remember while you're running to and fro, you have got to get your stress relief and calm on now. So I hope that you will listen to previous episodes, including this one, as you're listening now, and really focus on being as calm as you possibly can, taking deep breaths, knowing you can't get it all done in one day, knowing that sometimes things don't go the way you want them to go, and you have to practice calm. And you want to have as much enjoyment in what you're doing as possible. That'll help the calm thing because you're not so much going, I gotta beat this deadline, but you're going about it with deep breaths and pacing yourself and not giving yourself so much to do that it's falling off of your plate. So, mindful pacing through this holiday season, mindful pacing, and for everything, really, for life. Just how can you be more mindful with the pacing in your life? That's a big one, yeah? So, I have some announcements. I have a workshop coming up on December 13th, my second Kaleidoscope, a stress relieving Odyssey, which will also be in downtown Jersey City, like the first one, in Hudson County, New Jersey. I hope you come out for that. That is the 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And the link is in the description. It's also on my website under Wellness Events, where you'll see all of the wellness events I'm talking about or about to talk about in one place. So that's December 13th at 1 p.m. My Kaleidoscope, a stress relieving Odyssey, dance, stretch, sound bath, guided meditation. Now, to get us into a good space for the new year, I am doing a virtual, that means you can join me anywhere in the world, a virtual event called New Year Reset, a sound and soul alignment journey, and to help us get into the wrapping up what didn't go right or what went fabulously and wanting to carry that into the new year, letting go of what didn't go right and setting your intentions for the next year. So that is coming up. That now that you have two opportunities for that one. There is the morning reset, which is Saturday, December 27th at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The other one, the second one, is the evening wind down, and that is Monday, December 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That information is also in the description, the show description, on my wellness events page on my website. So you'll need a journal so that you can jot down some thoughts and be in a good space to start the next year. Now, in the new year, on Saturday, January 10th, is my third Kaleidoscope, a stress relieving Odyssey, and this one is going to be in New York City. I'm really excited. Actually, I'm excited about everything coming up. But this one is at 2 p.m., Saturday, January 10th, from 2 to 3:30 p.m., and that's Eastern Standard Time. That is in Midtown. Actually, it's in the Lincoln Center area. It's on 65th Street, West 65th Street. So I hope that you register for that one as well if you are going to be in the New York City area or nearby. Kaleidoscope, a stress relieving Odyssey. So I have 4 things coming up to help you get your stress and anxiety relief happening. Today's riff is the present moment is now. Question: Are we actually ever consciously and purposefully present at any part of our day, or largely preoccupied with the doodlings of our chattering minds? Methinks this calls for a mindfulness practice. We're never present. We're always in the past or the future. But everything happens in the present moment, and we're usually absent from that. Everything is in the present moment, and our job is to become one with that moment, at least as much as we can. Everything, all of your recollections of the past, all of your dreams and hopes for the future, occur in the present moment. When you are recalling something that is tragic or painful, doesn't it feel as if it's happening to you as you think of it and tell the story of it? That's the power of the present moment. In all of your dreams for the future, know you are creating them now in the present moment. And dig this. Think about it. The airplane that we all take for granted and we take it as a given, it started as a thought in someone's mind to become a manifestation. The vision of a flying machine was the thought that was had in that present moment. As I said, we take it for granted. We got airplanes and folks are in spaceships trying to go places. But these all started as thoughts. And if you look back in history, there weren't always airplanes. And I think we forget that. All of your power is in now. How do you become one with the present moment? And I know that's a tough one because we have so much stuff on our plate. So many things that we're doing. We're being bombarded with so much stuff. In the media, socials, and elsewhere, you got family stuff going on. Everybody's trying to get your attention, and it's very difficult to be present. So the beginning is just to find presence. Find presence. When you are listening to someone, when you're really, truly listening, you're present. And by being awake and present in what you do, you can practice being present in just anything, particularly something that's mundane, like a chore. And one thing that I worked with was washing dishes. And I started to feel the water on my hands, feel the weight, size, and shape of the plate in my hands, and hear the sounds. And as my focus was engaged in the action of washing the dishes, it kept me from spinning the same type of discordant thoughts in my mind, like things I don't like or itemizing what I have to do, without paying attention with what I was actually doing in the given moment. And I have tried that with other things, folding clothes, you get them out the dryer, feel the heat, the warmth of the clothing, feel the fabric, feel how it feels. And I know, when we're doing these kinds of things, we're thinking about the future. We're thinking about what I've got to do. So taking something very mundane and something you don't necessarily want to do, as you start to focus more on what you're actually doing, you may find that it takes less time because you're not looking at the next thing you have to do. You're focused on the thing that you're actually doing. And when you're actually present and one with the moments that are happening, like, walking down the street, that's another one. Most of us are on our phones, about to walk into somebody. Or you got your your little pods in your ear and you've tuned out the world. Well, maybe try something else. Be aware of the sights and the sounds around you. Feel the ground beneath your feet. And you can't do that while you're staring at a phone, because when you're staring at your phone, you are engaged in what's on the screen and you miss the people that are around you. And as I said, you barely miss them sometimes because you almost walk into them because you're looking at your phone. And a side note on that, people in the city have gotten better with that. They can kind of feel that you're coming sometimes, not all the time. Depends on what they're looking at. But it's still like a near miss, and it's a little unnerving. So focus on what it is that you're doing. And that will help you become more aware in the present moment. And something I like to say, a little mantra, a little affirmation is, I am here. I am awake. I am present. I am here. I am awake. I am present. Like when you were a child in school and roll call was being made and you said here or present if you were paying attention. Because there was always one kid or many who, when it was their turn, all you heard was silence because they were off in la la land. So they weren't paying attention, they weren't listening. And that's another skill. When somebody's talking to you, to actually make eye contact, to actually stop what it is that you're doing and listen to what they're saying. And, I also understand if you're, working a job and you're doing 50,000 things and somebody's talking to you, you're listening to them or you're hearing them. And you're still, rattling papers or whatever else you're doing. But to actually stop, give them your full attention, and then return your attention to what it is you're doing, that gives you an opportunity to take a breath too. The more that you practice visiting the present moment, the more often you can feel moments of your presence and connect to life. So it doesn't just race by without your conscious participation. And and I go back to this a lot. We have that saying, life is short. Well, yes, it's short because we're not present. We are always in the future or the past, as I said earlier. And if you are actually taking in the moments that you are in the moment, you will get much more enjoyment, more clarity, more creativity, more breath than when you're not. I am here. I am awake. I am present. Breathe in deep. Breathe out deeper and slower. The conscious action of breathing always connects you to the present moment, particularly if you're focusing on your breath and the feel of the breath moving into you and the feel of the breath moving out of you. The present moment is both empty and with undiluted potential for all of your dreams, intentions, and manifestations. They all lie in the present moment.